I'm about to get out of here. I want to react to this new video. This guy made another hit piece on me. Got to react to more liberals psychoanalyzing me.
Oh wait, is it that Noah Samsen dude?
Yeah. Wait, is there a way to watch it together? Yeah, that got a perfect example of just like, you know, classic liberal soy boy.
Do you see him tweet at you?
Yeah.
Wait, did you ask him to come on and chat?
Yeah, he follows me on Twitter. I never heard about him. He follows me while I was reacting live. I DM'd him like, yo, get on my stream. And of course, you duck it, but he has time to edit a montage.
Wait. Did he actually duck it? Did he respond to you, or did he just not respond?
No, he didn't respond. He tweeted, but he didn't respond. Bro, of course, he follows me. Of course he saw the DM.
Damn. Yeah, because I tweeted at him, because I love guys like that, because they're really easy to beat up on. But yeah, obviously he said, oh, I wasn't talking about you. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever.
Let's see. Okay, responding to Sneak. 51-minute video! Damn, Destiny.
It's gonna
we have to watch this?
It's your life, dude. You do whatever the fuck you want.
Alright, fuck it.
I might end up agreeing with Noah more. Be careful.
Nah, bro, come on. You said that it was very easy to beat up him already. We already know what you're gonna think.
When was this video released? Was this a recent video?
3 hours ago.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, go for it.
Back to this place, aka my channel, aka the Noah Samsen channel. So recently I made a video on a street interview channel that I thought was a bit odd. The video was called Incel Street Interviews, and in it I talked about how a lot of the questions they asked in these—
First off, Destiny, how can questions be incel?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you... I mean, come on. Let's be real, right? Like, if I were to walk up to a black guy and I were to be like, how do you feel about the fact that black people are criminals in every country in the world? Like, if I ask a question like that, I'm not just asking questions, right?
Well, you start an open dialogue, starting a discussion. It's better than just saying the N-word.
Yeah, it is better than saying the N-word, true. But you can like just ask questions, but it can still be like pretty insidious, right? Like where you're obviously trying to get at something without getting at something. Sometimes just asking questions can be worse, right? Not saying it's always
loaded, narrative-based, and how the community that these videos have fostered is not exactly a great place to be if you're a
Bro, let's get him on the fucking stream. I don't want to hear his fucking whiny Wii Sports music then. Can I DM him real quick? This is
Why are you asking me? Do it. Yeah, tweet at him.
Such fucking pussies. Can we just talk instead? I hate doing this reacting back and forth. You're the only good liberal, Destiny. You're the only good one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, like, all of these guys are going to duck you. That's what they do. You can try it, though.
He's watching it right now. Noah Samsen, stop being a fucking pussy. Just talk on Discord. Oh, my God. Ugh, I gotta hear. Da-na-na. This is a safe space for me.
When did he last tweet? 2 hours ago.
He's 100% watching this right now.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes. And Sam, he follows me. Tweet wasn't about you, man.
It's funny because he said he was going to make a video about me, a dedicated video a while ago, but he never did, so how disappointing.
Rate his mustache real quick.
I mean, it's a decent mustache, if you like mustaches, right?
Yeah, they shouldn't be solo, though. You need a beard.
Yeah.
All right, look at me talking, though.
Lady, or if you're a man for that matter, or anyone, because of the way that it fosters misogynistic rhetoric. In my video, I played some clips of a YouTuber called Sneako reacting to this interview channel when I was introducing the general response to this content from the manosphere. And this very same Sneako ended up stumbling upon my video while he was live streaming, and he reacted to it. For those who don't know, Sneako is a YouTuber who, until recently, was most known for his street interview style content. These videos are from his main channel with 1.2 million subscribers, and he's been uploading on there for almost 10 years. But recently, he started a second channel called Sneako, where he does more live stream react style content. This channel has gained 400—
Get to the fucking point, bro.
I think this is partly due to his presence on TikTok, where his clips go viral fairly often. But more consequentially, this rise is correlated with Sneako's seeming adherence to manosphere rhetoric, with much of the content
manosphere rhetoric. Destiny, do you hear how you liberals sound? You
don't group me in with these guys, okay? Jeez.
Did change your app from omni-liberal to omni-center or whatever the fuck omni... What's the word? Independent?
Having red pill, conservative, or anti-feminist themes. It was on the second channel that Sneako reacted to my video while streaming and uploaded a cut-down version of this stream to the channel yesterday as a standalone video titled Sneako Haters Are—
Wait, what's the... We understand what the... Everyone knows what...
Creepy White Knights. This is actually a very good point. I am Sneako's #1 creepiest hater. But Sneako's response to my video—
You're a creepy hater, and the dude follows me on Twitter, and I've never heard about him. I hate liberals, so Destiny, you're so annoying.
Was interesting. It was fun. okay? So I thought I'd take the opportunity to go through it and answer some of his questions and respond to some of the things that he says and see if we can all take something of value away from this. I'm going to be responding to most of his video, minus the parts where he repeats himself. So this video might end up being a bit long, but...
Oh my god, see what I'm saying? It's a 51-minute video. They can't make it 2 minutes in. You guys don't know how to make points. That's why you need to make reaction videos and you can't get in a fucking call. It's not you, Destiny. I know you're one of the special ones, but liberals fucking suck. You get too triggered to have a conversation. L3, Lasanabi, all these fucking LA soy boys who sound exactly the same.
I
God
think it could be
damn
worth
it.
it. And if you
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
feel
I don't
like sticking
disagree with you,
around
dude.
for it-
This is my problem. Like, I'll have some dude who'll make like a 4.5 hour like video responding to some shit, and he'll be tweeting all day, and I'll be like, bro, do you want to hop on and chat? I'll be like, I'm busy. It's like, you're a YouTuber. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? Like, you're gonna be on Twitter for the next 12 hours crying about my fans harassing you. Like, why can't you just chat? Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is, man.
52 minutes, like, the chat's saying L attention span. Get off my fucking dick. 2 minutes, he said nothing. Preamble. And he made a video responding. And he's been on TikTok. And
That is totally fine. Leave a like on the way out as a treat if you feel like doing that. Okay, without further ado, let's watch.
I'm bored already. This guy sucks. But there's another one of these. And he went on my boy, this fucking soy boy, Noah Samsen. Went on my boy, it's complicated, calling it incel street interviews. Whenever a man calls another man an incel, red flag.
So Sneako here says that it's a red flag when men call up.
Sneako here, and I'm have a soft voice.
Wait, oh my god, hold on. My brain is getting fucked. Was that you just talking, or was that you in the video just talking?
That was me, and that was the video. That was the real
Okay,
video.
holy shit. Okay, gotcha.
You
Okay.
thought that was me now?
Yeah, okay, I just got mind fucked really hard. Okay.
You should change my mic settings or some shit. My fault.
You're good. Go
Other
ahead.
men incels. But that raises the
Okay, I'm gonna
question.
speed it up. Is that cool?
Yeah, knock yourself out, dude. This guy talks slow as fuck. This is a ×2 YouTuber.
I'll do 1.5.
Okay, thanks.
What if they're being incels or doing incel shit? We just aren't supposed to say anything because we're men? That doesn't sound like a great plan, because if the onus is on women to call out this kind of behavior, why would men that actively avoid talking about it amongst themselves ever choose to believe them? Also, he does some name calling. He calls me a name here. He calls me a soy boy. For the uninitiated, soy boy is a sort of derogatory term.
You name called me first. You called me an incel. Do you see how dumb that is? I'm offended. Destiny, defend your liberals right now. Say something.
I can't. I hate this dude, man. I'm not gonna defend this guy.
Okay. All right.
Term for a weak man. Urban Dictionary defines soy boy as being an effeminate male whose feelings get hurt far too often, usually resulting in some kind of pitiful retort or changing of the subject. And I must admit, he's got me there, okay? I am effeminate. I'm soft. I'm emotional, all right? I have a floral backdrop wallpaper in my room. I brush my teeth, and I floss, and I wash my ass. And I am sensitive, okay? I'll dip my toe into a la la land
What
and
the
keep...
hell does washing your ass have anything to do with being a soy boy? Does he think I don't wipe?
Maybe. If he was in here, we
in
could
there
ask
until
him.
I'm crying. My feelings
Bro, can we just get him in the call? This suck. Yo, Noah Samsen, I know you watching, you fucking pussy. Just get in the call. Your 51 minutes, it's too long. Let's talk. We could skip this nonsense. It'd be way more entertaining, and we'll go easy on you.
feelings get hurt so often that they have visible scars on them. But I have no idea how Sneako could possibly know any of this about me, given that we are 0.0 seconds into the video. But maybe he's a psychic.
I can hear just the way you sound, the way you look. Are you kidding? Destiny, is it really tell this guy's a toy boy? Did I need to do some digging?
I don't know, man. He's not in here to talk to. It's hard to know.
Let's find out.
Let's see this fucking soy boy say something different. Look at him. You just look at him. That's how I know. Look at him. Yeah, whatever.
Check out my cat.
Check out my cat. That's it. That's all the information I needed. Check out my cat. I'm a grown man with a mustache. How old are you, bro?
I'm 24. Throughout this response, he suggests that I'm 30, 34, and other different ages that I'm not, but I'm 24, which is actually right around his age, I believe. Sneako is 23, almost 24, according to Google.com's website, Google. But also here, he says that I'm a grown man with a mustache as like an insult. Like grown men aren't supposed to have mustaches or something, as opposed to children.
Flossing in your room alone. This should be a red flag. This dude looks like 34. You shouldn't play.
Check out my cat. Check out my cat.
Oh, he's nice and safe. I feel comfortable with him. This soy boy's a safe
Yeah,
space.
me too, dude.
Glad to hear that, Sneako. I do like to keep things
You feel comfortable?
I feel comfortable right now.
Yeah, I'm at ease right now.
That's
comfortable for everybody, so that's good. On the Noah Samsen channel,
Isn't it funny how he sounds like he's speaking at normal speed now?
we pride ourselves on having the softest, cushiest.
Slow him down to
fattest,
×1
wettest
again.
Let's see how slow this is. Low energy liberals. Low energy Biden.
Channel, we pride ourselves on having the softest, cushiest, fattest, wettest, juiciest, grippiest echo chamber on the platform. Babito. Her name's Ba.
But if you make an Instagram for your cat, just like reevaluate your life. I'm sorry for the people who have Instagrams with cats, but like if you're a grown man with a mustache, you should not make a cat for your fucking Instagram for your cat.
So I'm not really sure what his problem is with me making an
The real question is, why is he wasting so much time on like the meme shit? Like, why not get into the actual meat of your argument instead
Because
of like...
these are what liberals do, bro. They just get triggered and they have to dissect jokes. Bro, obviously I'm not gonna eat your fucking cat, but people on Twitter like, to eat his pet. Shut up.
Instagram for my cat, Babe. I made it mostly just because it's an easy way to keep my friends
Also, funny how him and Lasan have the same haircut.
and family up to
they
date
all
on
have the
latest
same
Babe
haircut, dude.
news and events. A one-stop shop, if you will. And I know folks in the audience, you know, some of you are fans of that small furry animal critter. So yeah, it seems like a just weird thing to get hung up on, but okay.
Instagram is for cat.
It goes puppy.
Not to, bro, no one gives a fuck about your cat.
I do. Okay, I like her. You know, see, look, I like her. I like you. I give a hoot about you. Also, when he's
Destiny, please add something. I'm tired of raging. Can you say something? Or tell me when to pause.
Did you tweet at this guy?
No, I just DM'd him again. He follows me.
Hey,
So tweet-
at Noah Samsen. What's your name? Sneako. Says he can chat if you want. Great opportunity to
tweeting at him
spread
too.
your message! Exclamation mark.
Yeah, encourage him. Make it feel safe and comfortable.
Got it, dude. All right, fans.
he says that
retweet
Instagram
it.
is for
Retweet that shit. Or just, oh man, now we're gonna give him, whatever, bro.
cat, not for cats. By this, he means that Instagram is for ladies, not meow-style cats like this one. And to this, I would like to ask humbly and with respect, why not both? Okay, so this next part gets really, really weird. He starts telling me that he wants to eat my cat, like eat Babe. That is
No homo, pause on that. I didn't mean like eat his, I meant like, eat his cat sounds weird now, but you get what I'm saying.
cat. Trigger warning, cat eating rhetoric.
I wanna eat your cat, bro, on some Asian shit.
Hey everyone, today we're gonna be looking at you.
Let me eat your cat. See, that's, at least you have a sense of humor, Destiny. Liberals don't even get humor anymore. He's suggesting he wants to eat my cat. Fuck off.
YouTube channel called
Like your cat, now you're, hey yo.
He goes on to clarify that when he talked about wanting to eat my cat, he was not, in fact, talking about cunnilingus with me. And I'm pretty sure he's doing this because he doesn't want to seem like gay to his audience or something. Huge fan.
I didn't mean I was gonna eat his cat. I meant I want to like literally cook his cat and eat it. Like the cat, right? The one with the Instagram. What are you laughing at? The fact that he's dissecting every single thing.
I don't even know what I'm laughing at right now. I'm laughing at you walking back the eating his cat thing, and I'm laughing at him making a huge deal at it. Both of these are very
I
funny
want to use it for calories. I should have said that. God damn it.
Okay, well, thank you for clarifying that. Babe, you hear that? He wants to eat you for calories. Oh no. Looks like she's about to eat herself for calories.
His jokes suck. You guys suck at being funny. Like Destiny liberals, you look like you want to eat yourself. Like dad humor. That's why I thought you were 35 and not 24. What the fuck?
Why do so many women think they have a golden pussy when every woman has one? So you think that guys want to submit to a woman?
Liberals don't even think you can ask questions that don't fit their agenda. What's wrong? It's a question on his channel. It has to agree with you at every fucking second.
So no, the questions don't have to agree with me. As I go on to point out in my video, the problem with the questions that It's Complicated asks isn't that they don't agree with me, it's that they are often loaded, containing assumptions that most people are unlikely to challenge. And the channel uses these things to develop a narrative that modern women are entitled and delusional, which is then lapped up by the audience, by people like Sneako. This motivation and this narrative are both what I...
Destiny, you've been on Fresh and Fit. You're a lib. Are modern women delusional and entitled?
The one that go on Fresh and Fit are, yeah.
Do you think that more women are delusional and entitled than they have been in previous generations?
I mean, it depends on what you mean by delusional and entitled, really. right?
Astrology, Kim Kardashian, I'm a 10.
Bro, we used to literally burn witches at the stake, okay?
That's true.
So I don't know, man. Women have probably always been on some crazy shit, but men are on some crazy shit too. Damn.
But men were the ones burning the witches at the stake. Women were not burning other women.
What am I supposed to take from that?
That back then they weren't entitled. They had to be fucking careful. Back then, if a girl was a squirter, she'd be burned at the stake. So they acted properly. They weren't running around saying I'm a 10. They get burned.
Is that why we burn witches at the stake?
Yes.
Okay.
I disagree with, because they hurt everyone. They proliferate hostile potential relationship environments for women and lead men to harbor undue resentment towards potential partners, which in turn may hinder their ability to form and maintain lasting, healthy relationships. And I don't want either of those things, you know? I feel like my thesis is pretty well supported by the content of most of these interviews. But even if you disagree, I would love to hear an explanation as to how every single one of these videos' comment sections are riddled with misogynist
The one back to regular speed.
attitudes if there wasn't some sort of through line of misogyny on the channel. We will get more into this later, but for now, no, the issue is not as simple as the questions asked in interviews need to agree with me, because as I said, they don't. Okay, so next, Sneako goes on to sort of speculate about potential ulterior motives that I may have for making the videos that I choose to make. Keep in mind, this is all happening within the first minute and a half of my video.
Also be wary, and women, if there's any women watching this, don't you see right through the bullshit? You know that this guy's like, hey, look at my cat. I'm a safe soy boy with the safe. This dude's trying to get pussy.
But like, yeah, I'm not like those other alpha male triggering guys. Oh my God, those guys are so unsafe. Come here and let's go on a picnic with my cat.
In Sneako's mind, it seems like the only reason he could see as to why a straight man, like myself, might want to call out other straight men in a way that I often do on my channel is because I, quote, want to get some pussy. And yes, once again, he has exposed the truth, okay? As you all know, at the end of all my videos, I do display my full real phone number in these bright, big letters with a big red arrow and text that says, "Cute girls, please text me. I am lonely and full of soy." Okay, but jokes aside.
That's what he takes.
I don't know what you want me to say. He hasn't made a fucking argument yet. There's literally nothing for me to respond to in this. I don't know what the fuck. What am I supposed to say to this?
9 minutes in. This is your people, Destiny.
Yeah, this is not my people, okay?
These are your people.
This is
You
not-
vote for the same people. You inject the same shit.
Listen.
You have the same policy beliefs.
Biden wouldn't be making a video like this, okay? This is some AOC
Biden
shit.
talks like this. Biden
Not
talks
even
just as
close,
slow.
okay? Well, listen, Biden's like 92 years old, okay? He's got an excuse to talk slow at least, all right?
So what's his excuse?
He's a progressive. We think really carefully about everything we say.
So they are your people.
What do you want me to say? Listen, you need to stream earlier instead of this fucking degenerate, 11. Well, I guess it's not that late. Fuck, this guy. I bet this guy's a West Coaster. He looks like a guy that lives in California. You know he's awake.
Yes, I know. That's what I said in the video too. These LA soy boys.
You know he's awake.
Sneako is actually referencing a real thing here, and bear with me. Performative feminism by straight men in order to attract the attention of women is absolutely a thing that happens. You will find this talked about in many, if not all, leftist spaces in one way or another. Barack Obama famously read Marx in college in an attempt to get girls. This is a screenshot of where he talks about it from his memoir. A related concept, the soft boy, is
They talk in tweets like they need to fully explain simple topics to their fucking stupid ass audience.
Yeah, well.
the evolution of the traditional jerk or fuckboy into a new, more pernicious form. One that conceals manipulative behavior behind a guise of emotional vulnerability. Well, look at that. She's fucking conked, man. Zonked out. Friend of the show, Alice Capel, in her video, Why Soy Boys Are So Hot, details some of the ways in which they also aren't so hot. And the thing that Sneako brings up here when talking about me is one of those things. Using social justice rhetoric and feminist presentation to still go on to reproduce patriarchal notions in their private lives. Like, wielding these aesthetics, perhaps in the form of a YouTube channel, as a way to manipulate women into getting sex. Thank you for outlining it, Sneako. You are a feminist icon. I'm cognizant of these arguments because I think they're important. But the thing is, if you think that any of these things apply to me, Sneako, I need you to explain why. If you feel that I'm somehow being disingenuous with my content, it would help me greatly if you could just give me a reason, Give me an example, because so far you haven't. All you've done is acknowledge my beautiful mustache and my adorable cat and my adorable little cat's Instagram page and gotten incredibly defensive about the idea that some men might be doing incel shit and that this incel shit might be worth calling out. And that last bit, if I were to guess...
Saying anything, Destiny?
So, you ever watch like politicians debate?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Somebody might ask me, hey, should we legalize marijuana? And my response as a human being might be like, yeah, I think that it'd be a good idea to legalize marijuana. But a politician's response is, the legalization of marijuana is important. We need to ensure the freedom of all of our people. I think that people being able to choose and do the things that make them the happiest is the most important thing that we can protect in our country. I'm going to do everything within my... Right. So the goal is every single time I'm presented with a problem, it gives me the opportunity to speak about every single thing I believe in. And I think for a lot of the video essays, that's kind of it. So like if you say something that's like problematic, they're not really going to be just like addressing the thing you said. It's an opportunity for them to talk about every single thing they believe, and then they use your kind of reaction or their reaction to you as like a jumping point for that, basically.
So how do you say that? You point out a real problem with political debates and politicians, but you also still trust the government.
Because these two things are not related to each other at all.
Okay. Kind of. Politicians are the government.
No. Do you understand?
No?
Hold on. Do you understand that you can trust a system without trusting the individuals in that system?
No, I don't think that makes sense. That doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, when I go to McDonald's, do you trust any individual worker there?
No.
Yeah, exactly. But you still order food from these places, right?
I don't trust McDonald's either. McDonald's is... Are you kidding me? I know McDonald's is corrupt.
Do you trust any restaurant ever?
Not chains, big chains.
We've been to restaurants. I know you trust restaurants. Why are you being so fucking combative?
This is a good point. I trust... Oh shit! I trust small business restaurants when there's one. I don't trust Olive Garden. I don't trust Pizza Hut. Just like the government, I could trust a couple people trying to like control maybe 5 or 6.
Hold on.
But when, yeah, that's actually a good comparison.
Bullshit. It's not. You don't know the fucking.
But I trust the guy at the deli.
No, you don't know who's making your food at any of these places, right? You don't trust, but you don't trust the individuals. You trust the
I
system.
trust them more than I trust McDonald's.
No. But the thing is, at the end of the day, what you're putting your faith in is a system that, like, people aren't going to be fucking with your food or whatever because
So you put faith into McDonald's?
I put faith into the corporation of McDonald's, not an individual McDonald's cook.
Your faith? Okay, fine. I'm gonna leave
But
it
you
at
do
that.
the
I don't
same
wanna-
shit. You put your faith in restaurants when you go out to eat.
Yeah, but those other restaurants are not the same as McDonald's.
Wait,
You
hold
cannot
on,
compare the two.
hold on, Sneako. When a guy is working at fucking McDonald's or some random fuck small business in Miami, do you think they give a fuck who's signing their paycheck at the end of the day?
Yeah, but I think McDonald's is evil. I don't think a small
We're not
restaurant
talking
is.
about McDonald's doesn't give you food. It's individuals that work at McDonald's that give you food. Right?
McDonald's sells the food.
No, it's an individual guy at a cash register. Fucking McDonald's, the dude that owns the company, is not selling you a burger. You're trusting on the people that are working there at the end of the day, just like you would be at a small business, right? But you don't necessarily trust some individual. If I pull some random cook out the back and I show him to you, and I'm like, do you trust this guy? You're probably like,
It's
well,
not
no.
about the server. I trust the food at a small restaurant, but I don't trust the food at McDonald's.
But I'm telling you that it all comes from humans, and the only reason why you're trusting them is because there's systems in place where you hope that this guy wouldn't fuck with your food because he probably doesn't want to get fired.
A small restaurant, there's less people involved in the making of the food. McDonald's is made in a factory. It's microwaved 30 times. It's reheated.
First of all, it's not
been
microwaved.
meticulously made.
It's not microwaved 30 times. But I'm saying, hold on. When I say trust, I just mean like trust somebody not to fuck with your food, like spit in your food or something. That's what I'm talking about. Not like trust that the cows aren't from Mars or some shit. There's
Okay,
no
if you
reason
think
why.
that you
There's
could-
no reason why I
if you-
cook.
if you-
Yeah.
If you could trust McDonald's as much as a small restaurant, then we disagree.
So you think
I-
there's as much a chance of a guy to spit in your food at McDonald's as there is in some small restaurant?
It's not about spitting in my food. It's about the creation of the
That's
food.
what I'm
It's
asking. I'm talking about
it's
spitting in your food.
I'm not talking about spitting. I'm talking about the motive behind the food. Was McDonald's made with love, or was it made to make people have the cheapest option for calories? And was a small restaurant for the experience? I think restaurant food is made with care. I think McDonald's is made with money, with greed, with corporate nature.
Yeah, but you don't go and check out the background of every single restaurant you go into.
No, but more likely than not, I trust that they actually value the food. I know that McDonald's doesn't value the food. That's the
Okay,
difference.
you know what? If you believe that, that's fine. I can give that to you. But then you're trusting the institution of small businesses then. You're not trusting any individual business owner. You're saying
That's
that...
what I'm saying. I trust small businesses more than I trust big corporations.
Sure, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's not like an individual person you're trusting. It's like the
It's less
concept.
people, though. McDonald's is way more people and it's way more corrupt than a.
Okay, who do you trust? Okay, who would you trust to serve you better food? A guy that's working at Olive Garden or an Olive Garden restaurant or a crackhead off the street?
We've already established that it's about the food, not the server. Let's go back to the video.
Well, sure, no, wait, hold on. Crackhead off the street, it's one guy. Would you trust him to come to your house and cook you dinner or some random fast food worker? Just because it's less people doesn't mean that it's like more trustworthy. That's never true.
I don't understand the analogy between the crackhead and.
Well, you're trying to make it sound like small businesses are better just because there's less people involved. That doesn't make any sense.
No, but I think that they make it with care. I trust that it's more likely that a small business is making the food with care rather than the government, which is making it with greed in mind.
The government? Government's nonprofit.
The government is McDonald's.
That's your real reason. Because I'm a man that's doing what I'm doing, I must not actually believe the things that I say. But you see the dynamic that this sets up, right? This is telling men, don't call out other men, even if they might be worth calling out, because this is, you're simping. You're white knighting to get some pussy. And that line of thinking is actually a really good example of how misogyny works. Okay, so in this video, Sneako does this thing a few times where he asks his chat to give their opinion on something and then gauges the validity of his own opinions based on how well it coincides with the chat's consensus. It is just incredible to watch.
Shut up, mustache! Bro, can somebody, like, are there any women in the comments who could see through the bullshit? Oh, okay, they're saying all BS. Isabella's saying LMAO. Okay, there's a couple in here. Tell them, chat. Because you're gonna see it, he's gonna try to react to it. He's gonna cut this part out. Everybody here thinks you're a fucking limp. 6,000 people. People say punchable face, pussy, NPC activity, whale. There's no way this guy gets any women. He's boring. You're saying predictable stuff. They're all calling you a fucking limp. What do you think about that? There's 6,000 guys watching this right now, but I'm the incel, right?
We sat down with the Noah Samsen is Bad Club and asked them their opinion on Noah Samsen. The result
No, it's not the Noah Samsen's Bad Club. Nobody gives a fuck about you. It's just another soy boy reacting to me like the fucking 5,000th one, giving me free content and reacting to your fucking predictable bot ass.
will shock you.
No one gives a fuck about you, Noah Samsen. You sound like the rest of them. You look like the rest of them. We know exactly what you think.
This is just really silly.
Okay,
because
wait. So
aside from the obvious-
here's a question. I'm curious. Do you ever think about, you know, that at this point you're gonna have haters that are like trying to build careers off of you. Do you ever think about like responding to certain videos or talking to certain people, and that people might try to like just bait reactions out of you for popularity?
Yeah. So after a certain point, it's not even worth, like, I've seen many channels. There's a couple of them that you know, like Papa John's and this other kid. I don't even want to give him clout because it's just like, I could look through their most popular videos, and it's always Sneako's insane, Sneako's stupid, Sneako's losing this, and then they post their own reaction videos, their own personality, nothing. So I know how tight it's making them that I could just ignore them, and they try their own shit, and nobody gives a fuck. So it's better to just not respond. This guy, it's like after this video, and if like right now he's ducking like even getting in a call, I'm never gonna speak about him again. I'm gonna try to see if he makes his own good content, but we already know low IQ, slow, boring, no one gives a fuck. So this is a minor amount of clout, and nobody who's here in the stream is really gonna go watch his videos. They already know his opinion. He's not gonna say anything like unpredictable. It's stupid. And right now, the fact that he's ducking this call, but he follows me on Twitter shows the pussy behavior. People are tired of that. People want free speech. People like the debates that we have. This is the shit that's taking off right now, not this fucking predictable sword boy bullshit.
See his insecurity of having to continually throw his and his chat's insults at me. I have to ask, what else does he expect them to say here? He's been just nonstop shitting on me for the last 20 minutes, and then decides to ask them what they think of me. And it's not that his viewers can't have an opinion about me or that their opinions are never valid, but like if I told every one of my subscribers to go down below and comment that the earth is flat, would it be smart to then scroll down and read this comment section as some important data set that should be analyzed when we're determining the flatness of the earth? I just love it, man. It's so silly. It's so fun. Also, when he says that part about him having 6,000 guys watching him and how that means he's not an incel, that is quite something.
And there were girls in there also calling you a fucking limp. That was the point.
This is my audience demographic breakdown by gender.
Yeah, it's very predictable. If you have a breakdown
Holy
of this,
shit! Is that
if you have
real?
Yep. If you have more female than men watching you, that says a lot. Like you can figure just by looking at your audience demographic, you can figure out what you think. Destiny, what's your split? Is it like
It's probably like
men?
my what?
40% female?
No
30?
shot, dude. It's gonna be like 95.5.
Only 5% female?
Probably, yeah. Hold on, let me
real
check.
quick. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. I thought at least 20. I thought at least
No
20.
shot, dude.
Really?
Hold on, I'm about to do his content, man. I'm about to make hate videos on you. 1 second. Damn, 50% women. That's wild.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen for a man. But this is what I'm saying. Just like pandering to women. Every video is going to be about this, like misogynist, straight men, a safe space, petting my cat. You're very predictable. There's so many channels like this. This is what YouTube's become. People are tired of this fucking shit. That's why everyone was saying that they liked the panel from yesterday. It felt like pre-2016 YouTube. It felt like OG YouTube where people didn't give a fuck. People are tired of this shit.
This is my fucking channel, dude.
What do you mean? Let me see.
I sent you a DM on Discord. Jesus.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we got the same split.
This
Holy
dude's
shit.
wild.
We have the same exact split, Destiny.
93.3% male, 5.4% female. That's higher than I thought for women. Nice job. Good job, ladies.
Usually fluctuates between 50 and 60% women, depending on the video. Shout out NB's almost at that 5%. We love to see it. We got to get those they, them numbers up, folks, though. Come on. Sneako has said...
Problem? You have a problem with that?
Hear that? Was that a joke?
Who knows? Half joke.
Okay, I'm gonna move on.
before that his audience is 5% women. If that figure is incorrect, Sneako, feel free to post the updated stats. But like, based on these numbers, which one of these spaces is more likely to be fostering incel rhetoric? The one with 95% men, or the one where we're getting somewhat of a balanced input from...
Liberals don't even know what the fuck incel means, bro. Involuntary celibate.
Everybody. I don't think it takes a lot to do the math on that one, you know? He does his ask the chat thing again later on in a more aggressive fashion.
Man, I got 6,300 people watching right now. If I'm full of shit, if I'm an incel, let's see what the chat thinks. There's 6,000 people in here. You're saying the status quo shit. What do they think? I mean, if I'm wrong, if I'm a fucking idiot, like my chat disagrees with me all the goddamn time. Just read my comment section. People don't blindly agree with me. I get challenged. I have open dialogue. I encourage freedom of speech. But everybody in here thinks you're a fucking simp. Every single person in here. It's been spammed on your face right now. Bro, I don't have an echo chamber. These people check me all the goddamn time. They can't wait to call me a bot when I slip up.
They don't. I'm gonna say it one more time. Our first debate, Destiny, they gave you 70% that you won the debate. I do not have an echo chamber, clearly.
They can't wait. They can't wait to call me an incel. They can't wait to check me. But every single person in here is calling you a fucking simp.
I'm not in an echo chamber. Why would you say that? My chat checks me all the time. Hey chat, am I in an echo chamber? Also, when his viewers spam the word limp in all caps in the chat, I think this is supposed to mean L plus simp. Like how he calls Hassan Lasan, that's supposed to be L plus Hassan. It's a very clever trick and devastating to the ego.
No, it's not. It's just a Twitch word because you can't say simp on Twitch, you fucking idiot.
How we will recover, I know not. Or they might actually mean limp, as in like limp dick. And if that's the case, I don't know why they would expect my penis to be erect while I record YouTube videos. I like doing YouTube, okay?
What is he talking about, Destiny?
But not that
He's
much.
making jokes, dude. This is stand-up comedian act.
This is humor. Like, this is why you have a 50% female audience, because women, like, your humor is just...
If it is a woman's right to withhold sex in a relationship, should it also be a man's right to withhold financial support?
Yes! Why is this guy encouraging? Bro, what? You want to give all your money to a bitch?
No, Sneako, I don't want to give all my money to a bitch, at least as far as I know. I showed this screenshot because I think this is a very bad comparison to be making, and I can explain why here. This comparison asserts that exerting power over a man by taking advantage of his finances is morally equivalent to rape. And I think that's bad, personally. I'm not a huge fan of that take. Oh,
wait, what? That was a wild comparison. I'm sorry.
One more time. I didn't hear what he said.
I hear. This comparison asserts that exerting power over a man by taking advantage of his finances is morally equivalent to rape. And I think that's bad, personally. I'm not a huge fan of that take.
So it sounds like the original comparison that you were making, if I'm trying my hardest because I didn't see the original video, it sounded like some women were talking about like if your man is misbehaving or whatever, you know, withhold sex in order to kind of like bring him around. And it sounds like you asked the question, well, if a man withholds financial support, would that be okay if the woman is acting like a bitch? And obviously there's probably a double standard that's revealed there. And it sounds like he's saying, well, that's different because withholding sex, if you don't want the woman to withhold sex, that means you're raping her. It sounds like that's where he went with that. But that's kind of wild if...
I did not even... That went over my head. I didn't even understand that take.
Okay. That's a pretty wild comparison. Jesus.
Like the setup to this question. If it is a woman's right to withhold sex in a relationship, you realize this frames consent as if it's something that's up for debate. Like when would it ever not be a woman's right to say no to sex? And no, of course I don't think women should take advantage of men for their money, but don't act like these are morally, ethically, or materially even in the same universe. Not when 9 out of every 10 rape victims are women. Not when throughout history women have been barred from access to higher paying jobs, and often in turn...
Nice. This is a good incel creation factory right here, dude.
Subjected to the financial whims of their husband. The wage gap is real, you little creepers.
Oh, we said all your favorite talking points. Hold on. I'm gonna bet you $10, okay? He's gonna say toxic masculinity at least one time in this video. You know he will, right?
He's gonna say problematic. He's gonna say incel 5 more times. He's gonna say toxic masculinity. Wait. Let's try to predict the rest of this. He brought up the wage gap. R word for women. We can predict this. We know what they think. Okay, come on. What else besides toxic masculinity? He's gonna call me insecure. He's gonna say that it stemmed from like some past relationships. He's gonna say projecting.
Okay.
He's gonna insinuate that I'm violent towards women.
Maybe. Damn, that's pretty far. I don't know if you'll go that far.
Watch.
Nah.
Here's a good recent video that covers it a little bit. I'll leave it linked below. I think if you can look at all this and still not see an issue with this comparison, then you might just be doing some incel shit. You know what I mean? Because as much as it may feel like this channel is challenging...
There you go. Right away. Then you might just be doing some incel shit. What is that? What is doing some incel shit if not violence against women?
Well, incel shit doesn't necessarily mean violence against women.
What is incel shit?
Incel shit could just be being misogynistic, right?
Okay.
Status quo for you by asking the difficult questions. In many ways, it's actually just pushing its own version of the status quo. The one where we take street interview clips and from them surmise that women ought to be seen and understood as liars, contradicting themselves, full of themselves, and needing to be humble.
Why is it his fault for asking questions that point out delusion? You're mad at the question instead of the answer?
As a member, once again, I'm not mad at the questions. I'm just not willing to ignore their obvious role in serving a broader narrative of misogyny. Many people in the audience even acknowledge that this is what's happening. He is telling a story. And
how dumb is that if the answer points out delusion, it's serving misogyny? That's just what's going on. Can you break this down? I don't get this sentiment.
Well, I don't agree with the argument, but the argument that he's framing is like, what he's trying to say is you're asking obvious questions to build on an ideology while pretending that
already exists.
Well, while pretending that you're asking like honest questions. So to use the example I said earlier, it would be like me going to a college and saying like, do you think that black people commit more crime because they have the warrior gene?
Yeah.
Or do you, like he's saying that you're doing that by asking these types of questions. Yeah, that they're loaded in such a way that people are always going to answer in a way that like kind of confirms your priors or yeah, it makes it seem.
What do you think about it's complicated? Do you think that he's doing that, or is he asking like really good questions about the realities and how complicated relationships have become?
It's hard for me to say because I haven't seen your original videos. I might think your original videos are problematic. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the
videos. It's complicated. The street interview channel.
The street interview channel is, I don't think I've watched those either, so I don't know. Or I might have seen one, but I don't remember.
They're good to react to. You should watch that on stream.
And that would be fine if that story didn't negatively affect the lives and worldviews of everyone involved. As a member of the Healthy Boys Only movement.
Healthy Boys Only, fucking soy boys with their cats.
I don't think that this is just the healthiest thing. Is Sneako opposed to the concept of health? Like, being healthy is good, right? Having healthy relationships, communication, and healthy, grounded in reality attitudes towards the people that we are dating. These are things that we ought to strive for, no? And the way that masculinity is so often articulated and understood on the internet, especially in the largest communities where this happens, aka the manosphere. Well, I wouldn't exactly call it healthy. We've seen Andrew Tate capture the attention of millions of men, young men especially, while saying stuff like this.
If my chick said I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you make? 10 grand, or give me 8 grand.
Why would what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
You're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans, you're selling my product. What the fuck?
Bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck.
What's up, bitch?
Fresh and Fit is approaching 1 million subscribers while saying stuff like this.
I think if you're in a serious relationship with a girl, she should not have an Instagram. That's cheating, in my opinion. I think a woman having an Instagram is 100% cheating.
Are we just gonna act like these things don't have broader societal implications? They do. Of course they do. I see videos all the time of girls talking about how their boyfriends have bought into these guys' bullshit and how it's directly harming them and their relationships. A recent really fucked up example is this 6th grade teacher talking about how this rhetoric has infiltrated her classroom in a pretty serious way.
So I'm a teacher and I teach 6th grade. We've been in school for 3 days now, and within these 3 days, the amount of young 11-year-old boys that have told me that they love Andrew Tate is ridiculous. This man is really affecting the minds of young men. I had a boy today, 11, turn to a girl and tell her that she's fat, women need to be thin, she sits at home and she eats all day, and that she's like every other girl in the world, and that she uses men to get money, and at least he's a hardworking man and he works for his money. They're 11. Okay, you need to be aware of what your kids are watching, because this is ridiculous and it's really affecting kids.
I'm gonna start being in this category. There's gonna be teachers pretty saying this shit about me.
Young
Sure.
kids.
That is pretty weird if an 11-year-old saying that, though. That's not some top G shit, okay?
Yeah, that's kind of funny though. Do you think the guy was really taking it seriously, or did he watch some stuff and he echoed?
That's always
it,
the problem with getting these types of, because like everybody bullies in school, but like, is it different now? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not in a 6th grade classroom to tell.
I don't know. That kid seems pretty base to me.
I don't need to go through every example of how the manosphere is distorting men and boys' attitudes towards women in negative ways. I'll leave a playlist linked in the description if you want to learn more. It's called the Manosphere Deprogram Playlist. Great work, team. Nice job. But the goal of Healthy Boys Only, at least as far as it's been outlined in my brain and videos thus far, is to lift up the lads without having to put women down. It's that simple. If that makes us soy boys, then so be it. We can reclaim that word as being good, because if this is the alternative, then pass me those damn beans.
You know what this bitch said? She said that men are only valuable for their wallets. So what I'm saying is a natural response, and that fucking Healthy Boys Only conveniently clipped it out. She's like, what do men have to bring to the table if women are the prize? She says, their wallets. Yeah, so what I'm saying is accurate. She belongs to the streets. She's sucking your energy. She's not worth my time. If she thinks I'm only a wallet, get the fuck away from me. But clip that out because you're trying to get some coochie.
I didn't clip anything out. I played that clip in its entirety later in the video. The reason I didn't play it here is because in this sequence, I was setting up a joke to transition into my ad read. It wasn't important for the function that this sequence served to see anything besides Sneako's reaction. That's why the Joker theme is playing, because it's, you know, cinematic. Anytime someone starts going misogynist manifesto mode, throw the Joker music on it and it just works.
I don't care. Give me more money for my pussy. Whore. She said men are only worth their wallet. And you know what this bitch also has? She has a podcast called the Kill All Men Podcast. And we reacted to it on the stream. She has a podcast called the Kill All Men Podcast. Yeah, but by all means, put the evil dark night noise over here. But I think maybe she deleted it. Let me show you. Right here. This is her podcast. Kill All Men, the Janeway. Ready?
Hello, and welcome back to Cam, aka Kill All Men.
So I actually didn't
Isn't that crazy, Destiny?
That's a little weird.
know this. This is interesting. And, well, you may be surprised to hear me say it, but I think that this is bad. I think it's a bad name for a podcast. Kill All Men is not a slogan that I think should be used or promoted. I think it's inflammatory.
Some common ground with Noah.
There you go, dude. Wow, maybe you guys will agree on everything. Yeah.
Hey, Noah, we like you now. Get in the street, pussy.
Feminism. That being said, let me ask, is the name of this podcast in any way representative of its actual content? Like, is this podcast advocating for men to be killed or anything even remotely?
Kind of sounds like it.
I don't know, do they? Do they say that in the podcast?
They say, welcome back to the
close to that. And
Kill All Men podcast. Like, if there's any motive that you would get from the show, like, what else would it be other than the title?
Well, I think the joke is that, like, or what the point he's trying to get is they probably, not to defend the name of the podcast, but they're probably, it's not, probably not a podcast talking about, like, the best way to commit homicide against, like, a male, right? Probably.
Yeah, because she's weaker and she probably couldn't, but what do you think is going
I mean,
through
you
her
can
head?
get a knife or a gun. It's possible, right?
Yeah, the cover of the podcast is her holding a bloody knife with a bunch of men around.
Oh, wait, is it really?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty weird.
Yes. Look one more time. I don't know if you're gaming. Look at the cover of the podcast. Kill All Men, her posing with a knife in her hand, and the Kill All Men.
It's pretty
is
weird.
covered
It's
in
pretty
blood.
weird. I think if I made like the Kill All Women podcast with a similar thing, I'd probably
With
get in
a
trouble.
bloody knife, you would go to jail. Yeah.
let me ask, is the name of this podcast in any way representative of its actual content? Like, is this podcast advocating for men to be killed or anything even remotely close to that? And, well, no, it isn't. I listened to a few episodes and it's just a podcast. Is it like a dating podcast? Or it's just her podcast where she sometimes talks about dating and Tinder experiences and life stuff. Maybe there's more to it. I didn't listen to all of them because I'm trying to get this video out in a timely manner. But there are only 12 episodes released over the course of 2 years. So if I missed the one where she calls for genocide, feel free to leave the link below. So while again, it's a bad title, this title is obviously supposed to be inflammatory.
But notice how he never calls her a femcel, but I get called an incel when I'm saying focus on yourself, but you just adamantly defend that. Don't you see the double standards, Destiny?
Yeah, of course, dude. You got to get them on. You got to ask them these questions.
But he just want, bro. Yeah, I was preparing for this. He's watching this right now. He's watching this right. You know that right now. He's probably in a car or something like that, leaving dinner. He's watching this right now, like clipping it up, ready for his another reaction video where he can type out and have his prepared answers. You're a fucking pussy. We know you're watching. Get in the Discord. It's gonna be safe. We're gonna be nice. Let's just talk. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I know I might trigger you. Sorry.
Its intended purpose is to trigger manosphere and meninist types of guys. And as cringe as I think most rhetoric aimed at triggering anyone is, it also does occasionally have some benefits. Like, for instance, sometimes this rhetoric will get people like Sneako to ask questions like this.
But imagine if I had a podcast called the Welcome Back to Caw, the Kill All Women podcast. Suck my dick, healthy boys. Your fucking content sucks.
And when you ask questions like this, you get answers like this. This is data from a 2019 United Nations global study on homicide. And while the gender breakdown of homicide victims in total was strongly slanted towards men, at 81% men and 19% women, as shown on the left, when it comes to gendered intimate partner homicide, this is and has always been overwhelmingly committed against women, 82% to 18%. To quote the study, these findings show that even though men are the principal victims of homicide globally, women continue to bear the heaviest burden of lethal victimization as a result of gender stereotypes and inequality. So no, if you made a podcast called Kill All Women, this would not be the same thing, because femicide is already happening, and it's happening at the hands of men.
Now I'm just giving him more content, dude. That's the funny part. He's gonna clip.
Damn.
Crazy white knighting, man.
How do you respond to that one?
He ignored the 81% men being homicide victims and like completely focused on the other ones to just feed his 50% female audience. What do you think about that one? None of this is like, it's just...
I mean, the larger answer is that there probably is a difference, right? If I listen to a podcast called Kill All Men and Kill All Women, there's probably going to be a bit of a difference there in terms of what I assume that people are like when they say it.
Okay, but can we agree that killing people's bad? Like,
yeah,
why
of
do you have
course,
to
but
bring
that's
up
a simple. That's like the level one.
murder?
Of course, obviously, killing people's bad. The argument against what he's saying is that like if you keep normalizing this rhetoric, you get in a weird world where people are saying like kill all straight men, kill all white men, kill all men. But as soon as you make like fun of a person that happens to be gay, all of a sudden you're like the worst person in the world. So I disagree with this overarching argument, but I mean I understand what it is.
It's not a good argument.
Well,
okay.
Bring him on, dude.
This part out because they.
What are you saying? Me bring him on? I mean, you know I'm trying. He's watching right now too. You know that. You know he's watching right now. Preparing. Fuck.
They love getting reactions like this. They want to go clip it up and they're gonna make me see. They're gonna put intense music and I'm gonna go bah! They're gonna say that he's like unhinged or some shit like that. This guy's sitting in there like it's so predictable. The classic soy boy lib with an Instagram cat page and your fucking mustache and you're 30.
Look, I get it. It's a manly, burly, intimidating piece of facial hair, but I'm not 30. I'm 24. And again, the cat Instagram page. What's the problem? Okay, you know what? Go follow Babito, everybody. Come on. She's a cat.
W on having a cat Instagram. Like Destiny.
What's wrong with the cat You're going hard on the cat, man. I don't know why. It's kind of weird.
You could have a cat Instagram.
Maybe he's got a cute cat. It's free views, man. Damn. Some
No,
people
it's
like
not.
cats.
It's like 800 followers. Like, why are you doing that? Why do that?
Well, check how many followers he
Cutie,
has,
she will
dude.
need
Maybe
to
the cat Instagram might be bigger than his. Damn. If I had a cat, I'd have a cat Instagram. That's all I'm saying. Wait, are you a cat or a dog person?
Dog.
Yeah, of course you are. Why? Because cats are for pussies? Be honest.
Cats are feminine. They're so catty.
Okay, dude.
Cats.
Okay, dude.
Confidence boost after being epically destroyed by this YouTube personality.
I want to like literally cook his cat and eat it.
But like, look, man, I don't need to take you out of context or cut things from your response in order to show people why the stuff you're saying is bad. I feel like I'm doing just fine in this video while going over everything
Okay, if the stuff I'm saying is bad, then just get on a call. Isn't it that simple?
that you said. I know I used a clip of you with scary music in my last video, but that video wasn't about you. It was about the channel you were reacting to. And a seething, screaming, malding reaction like that, calling a random woman that you don't know a whore for no reason, that literally does not require context. It's a self-contained example of why the ideology you seem to have ascribed to, the red pill, if we're looking at any of your recent content, this ideology is turning you into a bit of a goblin. And in the thumbnail...
Goblin?
Ooh.
What do you say?
Goblin. It's turning into a goblin, dude.
Okay.
Damn.
Should that hurt my feelings?
I don't know, does it?
No.
of your YouTube video about me, you added quotes to it that said, Sneako sucks. And that's not something I've ever said in the video. In fact, in that video, I didn't say anything about you. I played a clip of you saying the types of things that you say all the time on your stream. So if playing clips of you saying the things that you say
Clickbait, dumbass.
translates to me telling you that you suck, then maybe you just actually kind of suck, you know? It's a possibility. It is. Okay, so firstly, this guy's an NPC. And by that, I mean, he's just using a dialogue tree. He has a list of questions that he's asking, and he rarely ever deviates from the list.
What?
We called you an NPC. Oh, no. Oh, man, dude.
NPC. I'm about to go in right here.
Is that an NPC because he's asking questions that expose their nonsense?
So in video games, NPCs, the in-game AI characters, usually have a set number of possible responses when you engage with them. This game mechanic is called a dialogue tree. It looks like this. And when you watch the street interviews, specifically examples channels like the one I am talking about at this point in my video, you can see the dialogue tree in full effect. It's not just the fact that he's asking questions, it's that he continues down his list of pre-written questions regardless of how people answer. Or if any deviation in the answers occurs, it is to follow a different path on the same tree. It's not a natural interview cadence, and I feel like people are able to pick up on that. Especially you, Sneako, given that you spent a lot of time and built the majority of your audience doing street interviews. With the dialogue tree, though, he is building each question on top of the last, while baking assumptions into many of them to lead subjects to the conclusion that he and the audience so desperately want to hear. The one where women be contradicting themselves in this day and age. Wow, that says a lot about society and modern females. Wow.
But the narrative doesn't work if they don't answer the question how we all know they're gonna answer. Bro, how are you so stupid that you don't realize the narrative isn't a narrative if they don't answer exactly how he thinks they're gonna answer?
Okay, listen to what he just said there. The narrative doesn't work if they all answer how he knows they're going to answer. Sneako, that's exactly how it works. If he knows how they're going to answer, why is he asking them questions? Like, he's so close to getting it, you know, but just also...
Retard. That's why they're the NPCs and he's not, because he already knows what they're gonna say. What?
So far.
He's Destiny, why are you laughing? Because
I just think it's funny.
Okay.
These people are, they're fun times.
these people are what?
There's a reason why I stopped watching like all the bread tube, left tube shit. You know that whole community died, right?
What community?
There used to be have you ever heard of the term bread tube before?
No.
Oh. It was like a whole community of like people like this. They had a subreddit. They were exploding back in like 2018. And they lasted for about a year. They had all these video essayists. They made all these long videos with the funky lighting and like the cool clips. And the people all talk like this with the weird YouTube cadence or whatever. They all did it. But the subreddit died in like a year. And like all of those video essays just kind of dropped off and nobody gave a fuck. It was just like a huge circle jerk of people all making video essays about like toxic masculinity and patriarchy over and over and over and over and over again.
Like D'Angelo Wallace and them.
Wait, what?
D'Angelo Wallace. Who else was one of these people?
ContraPoints was like the best one, but I think her videos are actually good. I don't know if you've heard of her or not.
No.
H Bomber Guy used to make videos. Sean and Jen used to make videos.
They're all on antidepressants, right?
I don't know. Damn. I think FD Signifier was kind of one of them. Philosophy Tube, Abigail is one of them.
Hey, by the way, it's Nick's birthday. You want to say happy birthday to Nick?
Sure. Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Asking those questions because he knows what they all say, because when you talk to enough women, you see the delusion. But I know you're sitting in your house and this is your way to get some fucking four once in a while by being the safe soy boy, but start talking to these hoes and you're gonna see that they're all programmed to think this shit.
So firstly, I'm sitting in my house, Sneako, because that's where I film my YouTube videos. It looks like you may be doing the same right here, and that's okay. Sitting in your chair at your computer doesn't make you any less of a man. But if you really must know, Sneako, I am seeing a girl
I didn't say any of that.
right now. It's going well, thank you for asking. You probably think I'm lying, so just humor me here, okay? Play along. I have yet to see this sort of programming that you're theorizing about. And come to think of it, I actually haven't seen this in any of my prior relationships, nor any interactions that I've had on dating apps. And that's anecdotal, of course, that isn't everyone's experience. But it isn't any more anecdotal than thinking that this programming exists because you watched a weird guy yell incel shit at women on the street.
Your girlfriend believes in astrology. Your girlfriend watches Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Liberals are so fucking stupid, they think that questions are triggering. He's literally not even giving a point of view. He's asking questions in a way that expose the truth about what people think. And fucking libs will still get triggered over it. You see, this is why freedom of speech is dead. Even in the beginning of all of his videos, it says the questions do not necessarily reflect the interviewer's opinions. He's not even saying his opinion. He's letting the girls say their bullshit for the video.
Sneako here references how, at the start of each video, the interview channel puts up a disclaimer. It says the opinions captured in these videos do not necessarily reflect the views of the creators. And he uses this fact to talk about how, therefore, the questions he asks cannot have any opinions baked into them because he said they don't. But the obvious response to this is, what if he's lying? People lie. They lie on the internet all the time. And if we are to meaningfully
No, I say this on my streams all the time. I know he thinks this shit.
engage with the content of these interview videos, I don't think you can really make the case that this disclaimer is true. His bias is consistent across different sets of questions, different people, and each of the videos on his channel. It's consistent down to the comments that the channel owner himself has chosen to press the heart button on. They're all saying different versions of the same thing. Thank you for exposing these delusional women, It's Complicated channel. Are you just gonna ignore all of this because they're telling you what you want to hear?
If women think men are trash, why are they so interested in getting his commitment?
I mean, good. Maybe for security?
And, well, no, that's not what this is. By asking that question, if women think men are trash, why are
It's such a simple answer. If they don't agree with the premise of the question, they can just say, no, I don't think men are trash. But they
Chat going crazy on his face right now.
do.
This is an important point that Sneako brings up here. I saw it a lot in the comments on my video. And the thing is, there's a difference between someone making the statement that men are trash and them not correcting an interviewer when he inserts that premise into a two-part question. One is an active choice, the other is passive. And this is tricky. You know, it's subtle. You have to be paying close attention to catch it. And that's what makes this
Let's go back to normal speed, bro. I literally forgot that how slow he talks.
style of content, specifically narrativizing pre-scripted street interview
Jesus
interactions, so nefarious. Because, like, are people
It sounds slowed down, right?
Yeah.
on the Las Vegas Strip at night paying close attention? Well, sometimes, sure, there are people that are, but mostly they're not. At least not as much as they might normally be. They're with their friends. They're on camera.
I swear to God, I had to double check. I thought that I actually did slow it down.
They've been drinking. There's a lot of factors that apply here that don't apply
There's a lot of factors that apply here.
in other places. And just because they're consenting to being interviewed doesn't mean they can't also get taken advantage of while being interviewed. Sneako makes a related point later on in his reactions. You're pulling people aside on their night out, putting a bright light and a camera on them.
But why are you trying to victimize these people like, oh my God, you're flashing a camera? They don't need to be in this. I hate when people do, they're on a night out and you're flashing a giant camera and light right on their face. They don't need to be there. Handing them a mic, you're literally pointing a camera and handing them a microphone. It's like, look how liberals fucking victimize everything as if they're not capable of saying no to an interview.
Questions on the spot. I'm confused here because Sneako is disputing what I feel like are some fairly uncontroversial observations. Like on a basic level, having a bright light shine in your face, or being drunk, or being out late at night on the strip with your friends. Do these help or hinder your ability to answer questions in a thoughtful manner?
For normal people, it helps because they stop being uncomfortable about the camera and they're just honest. What is this triggering? Is this a bad thing to interview people with the light on?
I mean, he's like hardcore psychoanalyzing like every part of your, like basically every part of your interaction.
Everything,
right?
because that's what libs do. They just psychoanalyze, and this shit could all just be a joke in 5 seconds. If his smart, intelligent, slow-talking antidepressant ass could come on my Discord right now, because I know you're watching. Healthy boy.
What about all three of these things at once? Like, you're not going to these places to find people at their best. If we're being charitable, you're doing it to find people in their most talkative state, maybe, and most likely to opt in to being interviewed. But given that we know how these interviews are structured and framed and interpreted by the audience...
Okay, I gotta speed back up again, I'm sorry. This is too much.
Being charitable isn't really an option. We know why he's there. Read the comment sections.
Most people ask the same fucking stupid questions over and over again. I've never heard detailed, really good questions like it's complicated. He asks the best street interview questions I have ever seen, and I do this shit. I do this shit professionally.
I know you do, Sneako. I've seen your content. I actually quite like some of the street interviews that you've done. I think there are times
I have never heard of your content before this fucking video.
when you've been able to
giving you a
humanize the
compliment.
random
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, keep following me. My videos are better than yours.
people you come across in a way that's very entertaining. But that's why it's just so disappointing, sad even, that you've allowed red pill ideology to poison your brain into losing touch with what makes your own shit.
I've always been like this. I just didn't do it in the street interviews because I was afraid to. I was just talking normies and letting them sound stupid. And now I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna call you a sword to your face. I'm gonna say that you talk slow. I'm gonna say that antidepressants fuck up your head and you all sound predictable. Because that's what the street interviews taught me. You all say the same fucking shit. It didn't poison my brain. You are boring.
Shit actually good. At times, because this channel is giving you the anti-feminist, misogynistic narrative that you happen to agree with right now, you're overlooking the fact that this content even has a narrative at all. And I think for a lot of your fans of your older content which seem to mostly avoid this sort of thing, seeing you fall for the bait is a sad thing to watch. When they tell you that you fell off, they're not talking about your subscriber counts or your TikTok views or anything like that. No, you're doing just fine on that front. They're talking about the quality of your work. They're telling you that your content no longer moves them in a way that it once did. At least that's what it seems like.
Yeah, to soy boys. So I'll just leave you in the past. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep doing this shit, and your dumbass is gonna keep watching it. And psychoanalyzing it, because you love it. It's entertainment. Keep watching, put in the Joker thing. You need a villain. You need somebody to hate. You gonna keep tuning in while I keep turning up, pussy.
To me. But that's just a theory.
Sorry.
Of film.
Destiny, any points? Your stream is probably getting mad at me right now.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I hate this guy, so there's not much for me to say.
All right. Why do you hate him? These are your people.
You
kind of look the same too.
Yeah, good one. I tend to not like people that do like essays like this but won't defend their stuff in a conversation because it makes it feel like they don't understand what they're talking about, and if they get any pushback, they'll fall apart immediately. Something that you don't know for a little bit of history on this guy, that's probably the reason why he'll never actually talk to you in a conversation, is because he made an essay like this once, actually attacking Vosh or people like me, debate bros, as being like idiots or like dumb or like you should never be a debate bro, it's just bad. And he had a live conversation with Vosh and he actually got absolutely obliterated. It was so bad he took down his other video for a little bit because he felt so embarrassed about his performance. So
that's why he's not going to debate now. No, it's okay if you get obliterated. We could talk. I really want to watch that Vosh shit afterward. Wait, let me pull up in the middle of this real quick just while you mentioned it. How do you spell Vosh?
V-A-U-S-H?
Noah Samsen. Debate bros, you shouldn't debate? It was 2 hours long? Is there a
Yeah, all
highlight?
these things are fucking, dude, these are long ass fucking boring videos. Welcome to, welcome to fucking, streaming shit. Everything is like 2, 3, 4 hours long.
Okay, now I'm bored. There's no clip?
No. It's a 2
See a
hour
little bit
debate.
of it.
It's going to be
Your
boring.
audience
Well,
that, like,
Wait,
hold
I
on.
don't care. You know what? Maybe Professor Flowers is a genocide denier or whatever, or like an ethnic cleansing supporter. If she had owned it, I wouldn't have cared so much. The thing that
I
bothers
can't do it. It's just too many white people in one room. Like, I can't do it.
There's 2 of them.
I'm
Fuck
seeking
you.
long-term.
It's funny that
Sorry. I mean, hey, Destiny, you're one of the good ones. You're invited to the
Oh,
barbecue.
thank you so much.
And you're invited to the, what do you call it? The, what do you,
Yeah.
fuck it, I don't
The
care.
cookout,
guys
the
who say Asian shit
cookout,
enough.
right?
No, the Asian cookout with,
With the cats and the dogs?
Hibachi, to the hibachi circle.
Take this position,
the
always the
hibachi. Thank
creepiest
you so
looking.
much.
He looks literally just like Lasan. He looks just like every fucking white knight dude.
When he says Lasan here, he's referring to Hassan, as
Thank you for explaining that to your fucking low IQ audience, bro. What are you talking about?
in Hassan Piker, Hasanabi. Hey man, in what universe is telling me that I look like Hassan Piker supposed to hurt my feelings? No, please stop it. That's so mean. Oh, I feel so, that's so disrespectful. Here's another case of him directly asking his audience to validate him.
They always got this hair and a creepy mustache, and they're always like bordering around 30, 35. It's always the creepy guys who end up like being the champion for women. The male feminists are the creepiest looking fucking dudes. Why is it always these guys calling us incels? Who looks more like an incel, me or him? Like objectively. But I don't call people incels. It's always them.
These are quite frankly hilarious to me. You guys like me, right? You think I'm good and he's bad, right? Good, bad? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for this helpful statistical information. Pew Research could never. But see, the thing about incels is they don't have a look. I mean, sure, generally speaking, more attractive people are less likely to fall down a red pill, black pill, incel rabbit hole. But I mean, what about Elliot Rodger, the incel spree shooter? Probably the most infamous incel of them all. He was a cutie, man. Cuties can be monsters. And I'm not calling you a cutie or a monster, but you use the same rhetoric as the monster.
You are calling me a monster, right? You call me the Joker.
And I
You
personally
call me a goblin. That is a monster. What the fuck are you talking about?
don't think that's very cute. And like, I'm not even gonna try to untangle this because it's full of so many assumptions and problematic notions that it's
Problematic. Problematic. I'm a man going. Bro, we need a bingo card for these soy boys, man.
Men, problematic, and shut the fuck up. You're using all the bitch insults, man. That should be a wake-up call enough for you.
using words that are in the dictionary. That's a feminine trait. Fellas, is it gay to talk?
But like a woman,
It's just like stupid jokes, bro. Like, just they're really bad at joking.
they can do about anything they want, you know? Because men are dumb enough to pay for it, or men are dumb enough to do it.
This is great, but I think it's also rare when it comes to...
Yeah, it's great when they call men dumb. Fucking
When I said this is great, I was specifically referring to this guy's decision to challenge the interviewer's loaded question here. The fact that he said that men are dumb enough to pay for it is irrelevant to this point. But even if it were relevant, you aren't allowed to be upset at that, Sneako, because you spread that exact same sentiment about women in every single video. You can't get mad at negative generalizations when that's literally all you do now.
Yeah, and he said media training. You need to make sure that you have media training to ensure your opinion aligns with the mainstream views so that you don't stumble and point out your own bullshit.
I never said that anyone needed to be media trained. I was pointing out that regular people aren't. And that's why manipulating them with rhetoric is generally easier to do than it is to, say, a politician or a popular online media figure. All of Ben Shapiro's most viewed videos are videos of him dunking on random college kids. If random college kids were media trained, that content wouldn't exist because they wouldn't give him enough leeway to allow him to...
So let me talk. Since you're media trained, Noah, right? You're smarter than these college students. You're older than me. Huh? You got a female audience. Let's talk. You got no excuses. Why can't you not get in this Discord right now? You watch my videos. You a fan. You're on Twitter right now watching this. Let's get some content. Obviously, it's gonna be good if you can make a 51-minute video coping about me. Let's talk. What do you have to lose? Someone explain, because you know damn well he's watching this right now. Fuck.
Stay in his narratives. That's how this works. Rhetoric is a tool to achieve an end, and sometimes people use this tool to promote incel shit. This is always going to be easier to do with a random person on the street than it is, say, a feminist scholar. So why blame society when you could be the one changing your behavior? But this only works as a gotcha if we assume that society cannot change. If society
Dumb liberal bullshit. Society's not gonna change. Only fucking soy boys like you change. Men objectify women. That's the point of going out, and women live in a lie. We go out so that women can look like objects, and then we give them attention. That's what it is. And you're like, but women are queens.
Jesus
It should be looked at as a person.
Christ.
What?
Do you believe that?
What?
That women go out just so they can look like and be treated like objects?
Why do you think they get dressed up with makeup and lashes and they put on fake tits and they have their boobs out? They want to be objectified.
Yeah, but don't you think
I
don't you think it's possible that like maybe people like to be like somebody can go out and look decent and still want to be treated like a human being?
When we went out to dinner with you and your I forgot your friends, Dan, what did you wear? You wore your merch, you were wearing sweatpants, and you just looked like you just walked outside.
Do you think that it's a little bit more challenging sometimes when there's pressure for women, because if they were to show up wearing shit like I wear, people like you would say that they're like look horrible, or they would like judge them?
If they didn't care about that, then the pressure wouldn't matter. If they just wanted to be valued for what they say, they wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I don't even have to worry about something like that, right? Like I don't even have to worry about if I show up in sweatpants, is he going to judge me for not dressing up?
Yeah, people are, but you don't care. Why don't you care? Because you know that doesn't matter to you, because you don't need to be an object to have value. You're you. Women need to be objectified.
Do you really think that's true?
How is that not true?
I'm trying to... Fuck, it's late. I'm trying to think if I want to have...
Yeah. No.
No, wait. Okay, stop. Pause it. Okay. My issue is that you feed into the cycle and you perpetuate it, right? There are a whole host of things that we can value women for. But if you, like, when you go out for a woman, what are you looking for when you're talking to a woman? What are the traits that you're looking for?
Smart, funny.
Really?
Yeah, but I never find it. So they're not really better than their looks for the most part.
Okay, hold on. So you would encourage women to like be smarter, to be funnier. You think that would be a good thing for women to do?
Please try.
Okay,
most
so
women
then
are not funny.
Do you think it's a good thing for women to go to college? That women are going to college more than they have before and making more money and getting jobs? Or do you think it's a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing.
Okay, cool. All right, we're on the same page.
Yeah, but we saw even on Fresh and Fit, even the college educated ones are just professionals with their delusion. They're not ever really that much smarter or funnier. To be an object of beauty.
I think the one girl in red, didn't she say, was she the one with the finished college degree in, was it business or was it econ? I don't remember. She didn't say anything the rest of the whole podcast. And then I think there was one other, that one girl you were talking to a lot, not the P one, but the other one who said she was a musician. I think she got her bachelor's in some audio engineering or something. I think those are the only two, but.
Yeah, do you remember anything funny they said? Say it now.
Funny? No. But I mean, like...
Did they say anything smart?
Towards the end of the podcast, they started to.
What did they say? Quote it.
I think that the one girl sitting next to sitting next to Fit, she was echoing some of the shit that I said at the beginning of the podcast. I appreciated that.
Okay, echoing what you said. Did she say anything individual? Anything independent that showed that she was smart or funny?
Anything independent that showed that she was smart or funny. I don't know if, I mean, we were all kind of like talking about the same topic at the table. I don't know.
Nothing.
Yeah, I can't remember every single thing. That one girl, okay, actually, the saddest girls at the table, Zan's 1 and 2, Zan's 1, the person next to you, she actually said something really insightful that actually blew me away, which was when you guys were talking about, I think it was when Myron was talking about how worthless it was for like girls to go to college and how it was all dumb and a waste of time. And she started talking about, well, the reason why girls are dumb and they're not funny or whatever is because you guys only value us for our pussy. The very first thing you asked us when we sat down.
It's our fault that they're not smart or funny?
I'm saying that both sides play a role in it. That's what I'm saying.
That's true. But
like if I were to show you, like if I were to show a fan of Fresh and Fit, if I were to show them like a 21-year-old girl who was young, tight, badass, just like very hot and young and like that, and then I show them like a 30-year-old woman that was like smart, funny, maybe not a 10, maybe she's like a 7, but she's like super cool, educated, has a job. Like who do you think people would gravitate towards in the Fresh and Fit community, or in like the red pill community, the PUA community? Like who's got more value there? I've
gravitated. Brett Cooper's really smart. Brett Cooper, I've been reacting to a lot of her videos. She's like an anomaly. She's like the first girl I've heard like actually have independent, not just echoing. The only smart thing you said any of the girls at the panel said was just echoing the shit you said.
Well, because we're all echoing around the table. We're all like chatting with each other, right?
No, we're not even echoing, bro. I'm saying shit that you disagree with. We have
Okay, hold on. You're bringing 9 girls, okay, that are petrified as fuck at this table. Before they even get...
They're going Fresh and Fit.
Before they even talk, they're getting like a 20-minute fucking lecture from the producer on what they can or can't say, on how they can sit, on how they can act, saying that they're going to get kicked off of it, right? They do this whole fucking dress down before they're even allowed on the show. And then when they get on the show, obviously all of them are scared as fuck to say anything because they've got like 3 fucking master debater red pillars ready to fucking jump down their throat, like hardcore shit. So, and then none of these girls have like any show experience. None of these girls are like pro debaters. Like
actually, one of the girls, the one with the balloons and the fucking giant lips, she'd been in a lot of reality shows.
Yeah, have you seen her in reality shows?
Yeah, she got.
It wasn't professional debate experience, but also she was also the one that was talking the most. She was talking a lot, right? She was probably talking more than any other person. But
and she was just saying dumb shit.
I'm just saying that like you can put me on a panel with 100 people like that, and I'll steamroll every single one because these people are scared. These people aren't very confident. They don't have a lot of experience. So yeah, of course it's going to be the case. Okay, let me fill out one of those panels with like 6 of my friends, and it's going to look way fucking different, right? Like I can find you
a bunch of white people coping and saying talk about trans people for 8 hours. But the first show that
hold on, you think you know if I could fill out a panel like that, I could give you 6 girls that'll have a lot to say on every topic, and they won't all be fucking what?
Get me on a Fresh and Fit panel with 6 of your smart female friends. I am excited for that. Organize it just like Fresh and Fit. Me versus fucking 8 women. It's gonna go the same exact way. If they're all white, it's gonna be different. It
won't be all white. I know black people. I know Hispanic people. I can bring you other types of people if you want.
No, you don't.
Do you know? Do you know Bose Does True Crime on YouTube?
No.
Oh fuck. Damn. I could find people. Fuck. That would actually be crazy.
My example of women saying anything smart or funny is the first show I was on. You weren't on that. There was a 37-year-old stand-up comedian. She had a kid who was 13, and early on I pointed out how I'm closer in age to her son than her. And the show was like 4 hours. By the end, she said she kept talking about how she's a stand-up comedian, and I pointed out like, yo, it's been 4 hours. You're a comedian. You haven't said anything funny. 37 years old. You're on a podcast. You're a professional comedian. There should have been something I remembered. I don't remember anything she said. A college educated, mom, stand-up comedian. Nothing. Can't tell you one thing.
Fuck, I want to do this. I want to make this happen so badly.
Do it, organize it. That's a W stream. Chat, you want to see that?
For an in-person show, I'd have to coordinate for all these fuckers.
You could do it on Discord too. Well, when I move to Miami too, we could do it in Miami.
You want to do it on Discord? If you want to do it on Discord, I could do this probably in a few days.
I'll do it in person. In person could be even better because then I could actually get humiliated.
In person would be funny because it would be
like that.
But the problem is that these people would have to get flown in from everywhere. I'd fly people in for that though. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
My chat wants to see it. They're all excited.
Hold on, wait. Chat, real quick, help me. So we bring in Tree. You know we would. Tree of Logic, Bose. We bring Bose in. Erudite. We would bring in. Alexandria Botez. What was the name of the older sister? It's Alex, right?
Brett Cooper.
What?
Brett Cooper?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
You should. Actually, don't. She's mine. I'll bring her.
Yeah. Ooh, 5, 6. I need like how many would we bring for this? I think if I had I'd want like I think 6 is good.
Bring Brittany Simon.
Brittany Simon. Oh hell yes, of course.
Someone on my side.
Wait, I thought you just wanted a dog pile. Like normally it's against the girls.
Oh, I could have one woman though. Like yeah.
Okay, who's the one woman that you want?
I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. You can organize it.
Okay, I don't know if Lauren and Venti would come to something like those guys. I don't think they'd want Tav for reasons. Brittany Venti, I already got her on the list. Or no, I've got Brittany Simon on the list. I don't know about Brittany Venti.
Did Noah Samsen respond to you yet?
Dude, that guy's never gonna talk to you.
You're such a fucking bitch, bro.
I would have Melina, obviously.
Oh, Melina too?
Yeah, of course. I gotta take her on the next
time. She had a funny tweet she put on his forehead, Miami 4.
Oh yeah, shit.
That's pretty funny. Do you think she would hate me?
No, she'd think you're really funny.
No. The personality, no. You need to be a woman needs to be an object of beauty, you fucking idiot. Society's not gonna change. This is evolution. This is basic biology. Your liberal bullshit is not gonna forward the human race. It's gonna make men into pussies and it's gonna make women stronger.
I feel like I don't even need to respond to that clip. To be honest, I probably don't need to respond to most of these, but I felt like writing a bunch today, so sorry. But okay, Sneako's concern here seems to be that if we acknowledge people's criticisms of things like catcalling and
he didn't even respond to the shit I said.
Then attempt to change society.
It's just a chance for him to Lav? Oh no. It's just a chance for him to spew his ideology. Damn, dude, I don't have anything to say to this guy. I stopped reacting to these people a long time ago for a reason, okay? You're trying hard. This dude is squeezing a lot of content out of fucking 5 minutes of video, okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm never gonna. It's just, Chad, we can wrap it up after this. Guy's watching this right now. He doesn't want to get on the call. He's scared. It's fucking predictable. We get it. I'm never talking about this dude again because this, bro. You follow me. You a fan. Get on. You too scared. That's the end of free speech. You liberals have ruined free speech, and I'm sick of it.
Accordingly, that will mean that men will be unable.
Are there
to
any other like lefties on Twitch that you want to like debate? Are there any other left-leaning people?
Bro, I'm new to this shit. I don't know anybody.
You don't know anybody.
Okay. Surprise me.
This will have implications on an evolutionary scale, but this would only be true if catcalling was the only way to approach women. And thankfully for us, this is not the case. Men approach women all the time and successfully strike up conversations, and they do so without having to be disrespectful or creepy. For these guys, even if they get turned down, they're able to experience that and still be normal about it. Like, hey, she said she had a boyfriend. That's cool. I wish her well, and I'm on my way. I'm not going to speculate as to whether or not she was lying because I am normal. I can take a hint. The reason the manosphere doesn't hear about guys like this is because guys like this aren't plugged into the manosphere. They have girlfriends or wives, or they date casually without resentment. But those are just the chads, Noah. They have the best skulls. Attractive people are more attractive. The sky is blue. That doesn't mean all women want a guy who looks...
I don't think that's like brand friendly for her. I don't think she'd go on anything. Yeah, I don't think she would.
Oh, hell no, she wouldn't. You know her?
Kind of. We have like mutual friends.
Oh, okay. Can I have her number?
Ask Hassan.
Like this. Most women look at these black pill rating charts and they laugh. If you don't believe me, I encourage you to talk to the women in your life. Show them this image and ask them what they think about it. Seriously, have a conversation. Maybe you'll learn something. But if you go in with a black pill mentality that women actually just don't know what they want and will always go for Chad no matter what because of biology or whatever, you probably won't learn that much. And you know, another thing, even if you're a chiseled piece of sexiness, women have these things called brains. And that means that if you're funny or charming in a way that they appreciate and you have good intentions, then you'll probably be fine. It'll take a little time. It'll take trial and error and learning to deal with rejection, but that's okay. That's part of the process. Dating is not easy, but it gets easier if you make it an active thing and avoid spaces that harbor resentment, spaces like the manosphere. I'd like to respond to another thing that Sneako said in that last clip about society being unable to change.
Society's not going to change. This is evolution.
This
is basic biology. You're liberal.
If I could bring fucking 7 girls and then by the end of the show, I reveal that all 7 of them are trans just to mindfuck you guys, holy shit, that would be the funniest fucking, like...
and then they clip the part where I was hitting on him and then it's going to live on TikTok forever.
I'm sorry.
How many trans women do you know?
Probably a lot. I think I have more trans women than cis women in my audience, but...
What?
Yeah, damn, I'm a trans advocate, even though that's why I was banned from Twitch, but fuck, dude, what am I gonna do?
Bullshit is not going to forward the human race. It's going to make men into pussies, and it's going to make women stronger.
So if there was still any doubt in your mind as to whether or not Sneako has onboarded conservative ideology because of whatever he's been exposed to, there shouldn't be anymore. The view that society cannot change, and that hierarchies are set in stone, and that gender roles are biologically static, well, these are central tenets to conservative ideology. It's a philosophy that looks at existing societal and social structures and says, don't bother changing them. We like things the way they are. Like, why are women complaining about being catcalled when they're...
I'm just tuning him out. Chad, are you still tuned into this? It's just like, sounds like noise to me now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Dude. No, fuck, it's fucking boring. It's the same shit they say every fucking video.
Yes, they all sound exactly the same. And yet, Soy Boy, Healthy Boy, you're listening to another liberal say exactly the same thing I'm saying. Bro, you just all sound exactly the same.
I'm the evolved version of that, okay? Chill. Michaela would be base. I've got... Yeah, if she comes, that would be awesome, too.
Okay, let's watch like the last couple of minutes. I want to see his closing argument.
Yeah, go for it.
Forgive me for thinking that we don't need to do both of those things. My bad. I'll go call my mom and sisters and let them know to strap up the fatigues because it's time for some girl boss imperialism. So he closes out the video by doing more of the I'm predicting this guy's life, I'm so very smart thing.
We know you're boosted up. We know what you think. We know you had BLM in your bio. You probably had he, him. I don't know when you deleted it, but you had he, him in your bio for a bit, bro. Never use the word NPC again when we know you voted for Biden.
And it's still very silly. He says, we know you're boosted up, implying that getting vaccinated is only something you do if you're an NPC because conservative talking point
so we know he did, told you.
Number 5,286. He's an anti-vaxxer?
Biden's based, dude.
Huh?
Biden's based, man. How could you hate on Biden? How could you hate on Biden? You're an NPC. Oh my god.
Stop it. Stop
Damn, dude.
Stop it.
Trump literally on his way to federal prison and you're gonna chauffeur that guy? Really? The billionaire guy?
Stop it.
You know, Biden was the poorest senator for a long time. He's like an everyman. He's like a normal dude.
You're trolling, right?
I'm not trolling, dude. What part of that was wrong?
Biden's based.
Yeah, he's base as fuck. He's my hero.
Destiny's Chat, is he trolling me right now?
I'm not trolling. Did you see the huge fucking bill they just passed through the Senate? What a god. Climate change, gun control. God, so much shit. He's a warrior.
You're fucking with me.
I'm not fucking with you.
Okay.
I voted for him. I'm gonna vote for him again if he's not dead before he runs.
No way. Who could have... There's no... The best part though is when he tries to like predict that I have a video on Andrew Tate.
There's a chance to chat. Like I want to predict this guy. You think he has a video calling Andrew Tate a trafficker? He's got to have a video calling Andrew Tate problematic. And I want to figure him out because I got really tight that he started saying NPC like he knows some shit.
And then when he doesn't find it, he searches for it.
Let's go to his channel real quick. Oh, we know what he thinks about abortions for sure. Damn, all of his videos are debunking red pill TikTok. Where's his video calling Tate problematic? Oh, there you.
Probably in there though. There's like 30-minute videos each. There's got to be a mention calling Tate problematic. You did it in this video actually first. You played the clip of the teacher calling it problematic. It's in there.
This podcast hates women, making fun of Fresh and Fit. Shout out Fresh and Fit.
And then when he doesn't find it, he says, well, it must be in that playlist that he made, the Manosphere deprogramming playlist.
Where's the Tate video? Come on, man. Incel content's dangerous. There's got to be more of me in here too, even though he follows me. Manosphere deprogramming, so it's in this.
Which is a playlist comprised entirely of other people's videos. So yeah, it turns out he was a psychic after all.
Debunking red pill TikTok. I don't feel like watching this guy anymore.
Okay, thank God we're done. I know that this video might have seemed like a bit of a waste of time.